Caregiving takes the form of many different faces. It is the tireless in-home service provider, the next-door neighbor that comes over and checks in on you in the morning, the niece or nephew that calls at the same time every day just to check in, or the family member that has their grandparent or parent living with them in their home. A caregiver is basically someone who looks on at a situation and knows that they want to and can help.
Pues, por ejemplo, lo que yo no puedo hacer, agacharme a poner los zapatos, bañar.
It means everything to me to have them, taken care of. It means knowing that I don't have to worry about anything.
Whether they are caring for a child with special needs, a spouse, a friend, or an aging parent, many family caregivers don't initially realize that they are caregivers. Yet 65 million people, that's 29% of the US population, care for a loved one.
Para mí significa una bendición, un privilegio muy grande de tener todavía a mis papás. Y poderlos cuidar, poder hacer algo mucho por ellos. Todo lo que yo puedo lo hago con mucho amor, con mucho cariño. Todo lo que puedo, aquí estoy para ellos.
Caregivers' role is vital in Ventura County, in particular with the community that we serve. It is a component of the community that gives a quality of life that otherwise would not be there. And it really is meaning and purpose to those who they serve.
They clean my house up and leave it nice and everything, cook for me, wash my windows, and complete apartment cleaning.
I don't know what I'd do without her. She's just a real good caregiver.
Many of our seniors lack this family support, and they rely in turn on non-family caregivers to assist them in extremely intimate ways, including personal care and accompanying them on doctor visits. And it's these caregivers that often then become family and care for that individual as if they were their own.
I feel caregivers are important to maintain people's independence and keep them in the community instead of nursing facilities. I also think for me caregivers are important because they help me get big bulky items at the grocery store, which save me money on my shopping.
Aging in place, remaining in a home setting within the community, reduces costs for the individual or family as well as the government and healthcare systems. The value of services that family caregivers provide is upwards of $375 billion a year. But to that individual that is remaining at home and retaining their freedom and their choice, that caregiver is invaluable.
Being at home is a wonderful blessing.
Los servicios que recibo de Cristina podríamos decir que son de primera clase. Son muy buenos servicios. Los que me da Cristina nunca me falla.
And I believe that caregivers are really important to all of us, especially in our community, because caregivers really help out their family members, their siblings, their spouses. And in fact, I believe that without caregivers, it would be very difficult for the family to really survive, not only financially, but also for the family's sake.
I would like to see caregivers honored, number one, by, I think, just raising awareness in our community of the important role that they play. Because I think we know it happens, but I think probably not enough of us stop and think enough about how hard the work is and how emotionally taxing it can be, but also how important it is. because these are our loved ones or ourselves someday who are being taken care of in this way. And when people are most in need, I mean, I think that's kind of how we should judge society, is how do we take care of those most in need. And caregivers are on the front lines of that, making sure these folks are getting that great care with respect and compassion.
I've had the opportunity to work with caregivers. In fact, my mother passed away a couple of years ago, and they were very, very helpful in helping my mother with her everyday needs while she was in bedridden.
Caregivers are vital in adding quality of life to individuals that often go unnoticed and hidden. Yet for an individual's well-being, happiness, the love that they express and grow for each other is so vital for the well-being of people and our society as a whole. And I think that needs to be honored and recognized often, and we don't do that enough.
Could some of them sacrifice their careers and job to stay home and care for their relatives?
And the other thing that I'd really like for caregivers to be able to do is to take care of themselves, because in my experience what I've seen them is caregivers go all in. They give so much of themselves to help these folks who are in need, but sometimes they might not take care of themselves. They set their own care and well-being aside a little bit. It takes a second fiddle. And so I hope that there's ways that we can both recognize them. I'll encourage them to take care of themselves and give them some time to take care of themselves and enjoy life as well.
Caregivers are, in essence, people who care and take the time to care. They go out of their way routinely for their clients to make them feel comfortable, learn their favorite foods, cook their favorite meals, and learn key phrases in their native languages. We are women, we are men, we are young, we are old. We are staff members, we are family members. We are priceless. We are caregivers.